Good evening, Australia. Richard Wilkins here in the heart of London at Leicester Square for the world premiere of the movie it seems the whole world wants to see, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood+Prince. Now, I was one of the very few muggles fortunate enough to get an access hilarious pass during the making of the movie. So sit back and enjoy our exclusive behind-the-scenes special as we go behind the magic. It's the most successful franchise in movie history, and it just keeps getting bigger and better. Welcome to the world of Harry Potter. Now, normally it's only witches and wizards who get to go through these gates here at Hogwarts, but we're about to take you on location and go behind the scenes and meet the stars of the 6th movie in the series, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood+Prince. Come on. We'll be discovering how filmmakers got to blow up one of London's landmark bridges, meeting the new professor with a dark secret, getting the lowdown on Ron's first big romance, learning the painful truth behind Quidditch, and we'll hear some fighting talk from Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, I've watched too many war films as a kid not to enjoy that.
The adventures of the boy wizard have become a global phenomenon.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Harry and best friends Ron and Hermione started at Hogwarts aged 11. Between them, they faced Dementors, dragons, and giant spiders, driven a flying car,
Harry!
and gradually uncovered some of the truth about Harry's past.
You betrayed my parents. You're the reason they're dead.
But with every passing year, Voldemort's followers are becoming bolder,
If Voldemort's building up an army that I want to fight.
and the Dark Lord's presence grows ever stronger.
Don't fight him, Harry. You can't win.
You will lose everything.
Expelliarmus! Come out and play!
Harry Potter.
This famous shopping strip hasn't featured in the last few Harry Potter films, but I'm sure you recognize it as the place where Harry, Ron and Hermione come to buy their wands, their Quidditch supplies, their robes, all the stuff they need for another year at Hogwarts. Welcome to Diagon Alley. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood+Prince is the 6th installment in the series, and with just 1 year before he comes of age, Harry's facing his most dangerous life and death battle yet.
I cannot hope to destroy it alone.
The Death Eaters are back and openly attacking anything and everything, which can only mean that you-know-who isn't too far away. Dumbledore asks Harry to help him lure back a former teacher whom he believes may hold the key to combating the Dark Lord.
In my life, I've seen things that are truly horrific.
But apart from Draco Malfoy, who has his own sinister agenda, the rest of Hogwarts seem oblivious to the impending threat. But it's not all doom and gloom, as the other students' minds are on romance. Hormones run riot, and Ron finally gets to take to the skies. But central to the plot is the partnership between Harry and his wizard headmaster, Dumbledore.
This place has known magic.
Is this work or play?
What, today? Harry Potter.
Making the movie.
Harry Potter's play. And it's hard work as well. I mean, each film is, particularly this film, is tough. I'm never off, really. Or I seem to be never off in this film. So it's hard work, but it's play as well, and a lot of laughing.
It's a big movie for you.
Yeah, it's the biggest one for Dumbledore so far, isn't it, I think. We go on long trips right across the universe, and Harry is the one who supports him and leads him through this maze of torment.
It's where you've been going, isn't it, sir? When you leave the school.
Yes. And I think perhaps I may have found another. But this time, I cannot hope to destroy it alone.
So really it's Dan growing up. It's Harry Potter growing up into a young man.
Once again, I must ask too much of you, Harry.
Dumbledore enlists Harry's help in recruiting an old and very knowledgeable professor to teach at Hogwarts.
to disfigure me, Albus.
But I must say you make a very convincing armchair, Horace.
It's all in the upholstery. I come by the stuffing naturally. What gave me away?
Dragon's blood.
Oh.
What was the reaction of friends and family when you told them that you were about to enter movie history?
No, that's great. The kudos with the kids in the family, and some and grown-ups as well. You know, it's something that they can all identify with. Some of the work I do is a bit more obscure, and they're saying, "What?" But Harry Potter. Good, and you're playing Horace. And you can have them in. They know exactly how I ought to play it, of course. All right, I'll do it. But I want Professor Merrythorpe's old office, not the water closet I had before. And I expect a raise. These are mad times we live in, mad.
They are indeed.
Can you just quickly explain what's in these things behind us?
Yeah, well, this is his potions laboratory. So, and these are all different stations where the pupils spend their class. They have a cauldron each and a Bunsen burner, but then all on the walls are the specimen jars with the extraordinary looking specimens. I don't know what they are, but they're brilliantly chosen and weird and wonderful.
You haven't told us what's in that one.
Oh, yes. What you see before you, ladies and gentlemen, is a curious little potion known as Felix Felicis. But it is more commonly referred to as...
Liquid luck.
Yes, Miss Granger. Liquid luck. Desperately tricky to make, disastrous should you get it wrong. One sip and you will find that all of your endeavors succeed. At least until the effects wear off.
We are inside Hogwarts and behind the magic. Don't go away, we've got plenty more coming up. We'll be talking to the most famous teenage actor on the planet, Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe, revealing how filmmakers managed to blow up London's landmark Millennium Bridge, and unlocking Hermione's deepest thoughts with actress Emma Watson. Welcome back to the magical world of Harry Potter, the most famous boy wizard on the planet. Although in this film, of course, he's fast becoming a man. And as the hormones kick in, Harry, Ron and Hermione experience the pleasure and pain of falling in love.
For the first time, she starts to realise that she has feelings for Ron, who's always been her friend, but there's always kind of been something bubbling under the surface. It's just as Hermione's starting to realise that she might quite like Ron, Ron goes and gets together with this girl called Lavender, and Lavender is kind of everything that Hermione isn't.
Of course I'll wear it.
Excuse me, I have to go and vomit. I don't think Hermione understands Lavender or what Ron can see in her. Lavender's kind of like an alien species, really.
She's very feisty, clingy, possessive, slight kind of psycho tendencies, really. She is very unaware of kind of personal boundaries, and she's not very good with space, you know? She would be one of those people that would just literally be on your shoulder wherever you went, just walking around with you.
While the pupils are distracted with thoughts of romance, the Death Eaters are free to rise up and carry out Voldemort's evil plans. Man, it's scary in there. As you can see, the Death Eaters have had a real go at the world's most famous wand supplier, Ollivanders. Man, you've got to watch out for those guys. In both the Wizarding and Muggle worlds, the Death Eaters are wreaking havoc, but the question everyone will be asking is how on earth did the filmmakers manage to blow up one of London's most famous landmarks, the Millennium Bridge?
David was very keen that we start the film with a bang, and so he came up with this idea of Death Eaters attacking London. We that we were going to use the Millennium Bridge as an identifiable London landmark and basically bring, you know, the Wizarding World right slap bang into the middle of London.
So it's a combination of live action and background plate shooting, both from the air and from the ground and from various heights.
One more, straight away. We actually closed the bridge for 2 hours, which has never actually been done before, and for that we needed an awful lot of cooperation.
The opening shot is the real Millennium Bridge with actors and doubles on the bridge itself, and then after that we've just used the backgrounds themselves and we replaced the bridge with a CG version of the bridge as it's being attacked, and the Death Eaters break it up and twist it and the whole thing comes apart.